A fascinating day. Thank you.
Hope everyone has had an amazing day. Um, so just Ummah Tech has been registered as an NGO, NPC. So I'm going to get into, not going to be very long,
thank you.
where we're going from here, what we want to do, and how you can get involved, right? But before that, an event like this can't happen without people and partners. So thank you for our official partners, Kurtuba Online, Muslim Tech Fest, the guys in London. They couldn't be here today, but they supported us, gave us advice how to set up, what to do, things like that. And I think it's an important thing to think about, because they would seem like a competitor to us, but if we have similarly aligned values and we're purpose driven and we're not thinking about the dunya, thinking about the akhirah. I love Dawood's thing. It's ajr rush. So if you're thinking about that, the secular worldview doesn't have things about what's in it for me. We're not thinking about that. We're thinking about what's the future. Al Fida run brilliant programs, Al Baraka Bank as well. And there were people, Alhamdulillah, the Muslim community is so good. They came to us and they said, we'll help you. We don't want any benefit from it. We don't want to be a sponsor or anything. We're just going to help you. So these are some of the organizations that have helped. Ubaidullah did, all the graphics, all of that. And one of my teachers said, you make an intention for the good in the akhirah, and Allah will open the way for you. You won't see. So, to any aspiring entrepreneurs, I would say, trust Allah, make that intention to have good in the world, and then go for it. Take that risk, and the way will open for you in some way. So there's a lot of people that have helped out here. I'm just going to go into a little bit of them. It's Ashraf, Adil, Hasnain sitting in front, working tirelessly. Hawa, Imran, Junaid, Hatia, my gym partner, Leah, Uncle Hussein, who's I don't know if he's still around, but he was chirping on the WhatsApp group, and all the volunteers that have helped out in the day. When we started selling tickets, my friend Mohammed sitting here, the first 10 people were all my friends that bought tickets. And that's the nature of things. When you start doing something different, Abdullah spoke about your different types of users, but you all are all early adopters, because this was an idea. It didn't exist, but we're all sitting here today, right? And we all heard these talks. And what I hope that you take something from here and then you make a change in your life. Maybe it inspires you to create something. Maybe it inspires you to collaborate with somebody. Maybe it inspires the next project. Maybe in 5 years' time, someone you met here becomes your business partner, becomes something. And if one project comes out of this, we would say Bismillah. It's been a success, inshallah. Just some quick lessons. Harun spoke about excellence. Ihsan is an important principle in Islam. How do we achieve ihsan? Imam Ghazali speaks about this. And we should think about ihsan or excellence in all aspects of our life. Character, in the vocation we're doing. One of the themes was service to humanity. So we're not isolated. We need to think about how we serve humanity. Bilal spoke about thinking for ourselves. And Ikra, the Quran tells us, read. Don't be consumers. We need to be creators. We need to be change makers. We need to be the drivers, the leaders, and what I am saying, the servant leaders of humanity. Servant leadership is saying we're taking the leading position. We're going to establish morality and justice in society. So I just want to mention, I forgot one name, Mikhail as well. Just throw him out now. Maaf. If I forgot anyone, make me maaf. Any mistakes I've made is of my own going. All good is from Allah. Shukr alhamdulillah. So next steps. So we're going to do an open call for non-profit directors. So if you want to get involved, we'll have a form. You can submit it. I mean, we've got some people that we've identified, but we want people who are passionate about making this change, join us. Right? We'll want to get people onto Exco, give you portfolios to manage. And then, inshallah, we'll look at opening chapters in Johannesburg, Durban, and Cape Town. regular events where we can provide the platform for people to get together and see if we can start creating this ecosystem of technologists for change, inshallah. And then 2025, Cape Town, inshallah. So the reason we've been debating whether Cape Town or Johannesburg, the reason we're thinking Cape Town is they have the Africa Tech Fest in Cape Town usually around November. So we'll try to align it with that so people can go down for that and then attend the Muslim Tech Fest. Jazakallah for everyone coming here. If you ever need anything, just reach out. I'm available on the WhatsApp group. Join our WhatsApp group if you haven't joined the WhatsApp group and continue the conversation there. And inshallah, we'll see you in 2025. Call up Mona Bilal.
I mean, I could say your time is up, but your time is not up. In fact, Ismail, your time has just started, eh? Ismail, did you hear me? I said I could say your time is up, but in reality, your time has just started in terms of year. Because I think what's happened is, and having gotten to know about, obviously, Ummah Tech in the last few weeks, hey, you guys have done it. I mean, that's it. We can debate the whole day and throw fancy words into who did this and who did that, and maybe it's going to get bigger, but like there are people who are still thinking about doing this. It's done. It's happened. And I think, my honest opinion, the implications of this would be fantastic and enormous. And I think if this can multiply, inshallah, I would be thrilled as a human being to have been at ground floor, ground zero, when Ummah Tech was launched. So I think it's just fantastic. So before we get the final, the dua, now who's going to do the dua? I see you up here. Yeah. Okay, an AI dua. We'll see how that works out, right? Yeah. Let me just say to all of you, because maybe that's the last thing I will say, a big thank you to all of you, but give yourself your own applause too. Right? And I will say this much for me, and this is just very personal. As in terms of the workspace that I do at Champion South Africa, we often talk about saying champion people build champion nations. Okay? So the core of building a champion nation is to invest in the people. Champion people build champion nations. But by extension, champion communities build champion nations. Champion education builds champion nations. But in this case, if we extend all the things we talk about, champion collaboration builds champion nations. And quite honestly, it is also the champion people that ultimately will build a champion ummah. And I think there are people in this room who are of the Muslim faith, and there are others who are not. And let it be very clear that the concept of ummah and the oneness of an ummah or a humanity is something that in fact is a mercy to the entire universe. So we should be very aware of what it is and what it does and what it actually can do. So from that point of view, the niyyah of doing something that is profound is absolutely spot on. And I think it's just wonderful to be here. Thank you. Final words to you. Dua.
يا رب صل وسلم دائما أبدا على حبيبك خير الخلق كلهم. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد كلما ذكره ذاكرون، وصل على سيدنا محمد كلما غفل عن ذكره الغافلون. لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك إنا كنا من الظالمين. يا أرحم الراحمين يا أرحم الراحمين يا أرحم الراحمين. Forgive us for all our gunas and guide us onto the straight path. Ya Allah, wherever good actions are being done in this world, Ya Allah, make us a part of it, Ya Allah, and make this a means of our guidance and our hidayat and your pleasure and your happiness, Ya Allah. This gathering that we had here today, Ya Allah, you accept it, Ya Allah, and make it a means for greater things to come, Ya Allah. And all those who had any part in its organization and all those who are here, Ya Allah, accept them also, Ya Allah. And make this ummah come back to the old days, Ya Allah, when we had power, when we wielded real power, Ya Allah, when we were the leaders, when we were the guides, Ya Allah. And give our brothers and sisters in Palestine and all over the world, Ya Allah, give them peace again, Ya Allah. Bi rahmatika ya arhamar rahimin.
Thank you.
الله الله اغفر لي